19-year-old Annie Lucia López Belloza was on her way home from college for Thanksgiving to surprise her parents. But she never got there. She was detained by immigration agents at Boston Airport. And instead of being sent back home to Texas, to Austin, Texas, she was deported to Honduras, a country she has not known or even seen since she was 7 years old. Joining us, Annie's attorney, Todd Pomerleau. Todd, thank you for joining us. Where is Annie right now, and how is she doing?
Well, she's considerably distraught and, absolutely understandable given what happened to her. Last, week ago, she's trying to surprise her family to fly home for Thanksgiving and see her two little sibling sisters, her mom and her dad, and a family friend who her dad works for in a tailoring shop, was the only one that knew she was coming to town. Most college kids can't afford to fly home for a holiday. If they can. And she gets arrested at Logan International Airport. It's the third such case we've had in the last few months where women just get detained with no warning, no warrant. She had no idea what was happening. She's a 19-year-old child under the immigration laws, under the age of 21, and a scholarship recipient at Babson University. Living, the American dream. Annie's dream basically has turned into this dystopian nightmare of immigration and customs abuse. That's what it is. It's not enforcement of the law. This is absolute child abuse, what they did to her. They took her and handcuffed her at the airport, pretended that her boarding pass didn't work, brought her to a local immigration facility, gave her a false sense of assurance that maybe something was wrong, maybe something could work out. They then brought her to a military base for several hours and ignored requests from our office. We were calling ICE to see where she was. We asserted her right to counsel. We sent emails. Nothing was responded to. And then it just gets worse. At 6 o'clock at night, we had a lawsuit pending in the Boston federal courthouse. A judge issued an order that she should not be removed from the United States at a minimum in the District of Massachusetts. And we thought she was deported Friday night. Her dad was in tears when we talked to him. We said, Annie's been deported. And then Monday, we just called to console him and learned that his daughter actually got deported on Saturday in violation of a federal court order. It is inexcusable, and we are not stopping until we bring Annie back home.